People look at me funny when I say our relationship is not normal. And sometimes I wonder if we're even compatible. On some days I question if I like you, let alone love you. And for people our age, I don't think it's usual. Our relationship is beyond this year's, and I'm sure I've cried far too many tears. We're nothing like our cliche counterparts with their perfectly entwined hearts. Not us. We love with still hearts. I remember when we first met, we clashed. Both mad that we agreed to go on a blind date in the first place, so on our first encounter, we greeted each other with our very best fuck off faces. Sad to say, these faces are faces that we both know far too well, and they're far too familiar. I even find myself mimicking yours at times. Me and Dean, we knew each other from way back. We went to the same youth club. I'm sure he even told you our little line, like when people say, "So how long you known Louise?" He always responds by saying, "From back in the day when she used to rock doo-doo plats, suck her farm and run around with dry knees." That's the Louise I know. And when people ask me how long I've known Dean, I always say from way back in the day when he used to have a level 3 fade with a ponytail. And Ninja Turtles, The Next Generation, or Next Mutation, sorry, was his favourite game. Wouldn't have been my choice, but that's the Dean I know. Your problem is you like to be in control all the time. Sometimes men just want to be the man and take the lead. You need to fall back and let him do his thing, says Dean to me at my mum's house at the dinner table. Over Sunday dinner, with my mum and sister present. I know a guy at my gym who'll be good for you. With all cutleries at ease and all eyes on me, I surrendered to the pressure and agreed to meet. I still don't know to this day what made you agree, but at the time I didn't care because the bigger fear was that you wouldn't show up at all. It was the most awkward Mexican I'd ever eaten. Even though I knew within the first 5 minutes that I fancied you, your choice of conversation made it difficult for me to decide if I liked you. Any statement I made you opposed, and anything I liked you hated. You were cold and so uncooperative. You made me feel uncomfortable and didn't even compliment me. What was Dean thinking? By the time we ordered dessert, I had made my mind up that this was our first and last meeting. But as we were about to leave, you asked what I was doing with the rest of my evening. I told you something about going home to catch up on soaps when really I was going to be cussing the hell out of Dean. You suggested after dinner drinks at a bar you knew well. My head said no, but for the first time all night you looked at me as though you liked me and as though you might have even enjoyed my company. My heart said yeah. That night we agreed that we both preferred dark liquor and a good debate, and that the best of D Block was definitely the best D Block mixtape. That high heel shoes were a waste of money and Desmond should definitely be back on the telly. There was something about you that made me relax and unwind, and after the third Hennessy and lemonade I found myself sinking under your strong arms and thinking about how our bodies just moulded perfectly. It's still my favourite place. So yes, your cuddles do still give me butterflies in my belly. So now when people look at me funny when I say our relationship's not normal, and sometimes I wonder if we're even compatible. On some days I even question if I like you, let alone love you. For people our age, I don't think that's usual. Our relationship is beyond this year's, and I'm sure I've cried far too many tears. We're nothing like our cliche counterparts with their perfectly entwined hearts, not us. But I definitely love you with our still hearts. Thanks, Dean.